Well, she was trained as a kid last time.
Exactly. So like, surely that's a good sign that you probably shouldn't.
She wasn't trained again, she was just proving herself so she would get the job for assassination to escape.
Oh no, she wasn't expecting this.
She
So the
wasn't
whole
trained
part was
again.
about. Yeah, why is she doing knife fights and stuff?
Because she was proving that she was better than the other girls, and that they would choose her to do the assassination job.
I don't think that was the case.
It was, man, because they said that she's no one to mess with. And the other chick that got jealous that she got chosen to do the job. Sort of by proving who was best. She wasn't training, she just went there and fucked everybody up, and then they chose her to do the job because she was good enough.
She was there for like 3 years, man.
Yeah, because they were settling in, because she went in as a new identity.
She's there for 3 years and they don't bother training her. Nah, man, nah. They definitely trained her. Like, they trained her twice.
They didn't train her to be an assassin though, they were giving her a new life. There was nothing there where she was learning new moves or doing anything.
Oh, fuck's sake.
And there were flashbacks to that, like when she was doing the water thing, that was a flashback to when she was first trained.
I know, and it's like, goddamn. It was just they were too. It just the plot was all over the place. It wasn't clear. There were loopholes in it. Like the fact that I'm asking these questions, it's like clearly there are holes in it. It's a 6 out of 10
Wow.
film for me. Like, it was enjoyable as an action film, but the plot was just a bit naff. That's my take on it. I think it'd be better off watching like the Raid 2. Those are films I know what they're all about.
I will restore Ashina
Well,
to
the raid
glory.
isn't very story based, it's just action.
Exactly, they're films that don't try to complicate, like complicate something that is just.
I can tell you the plot in that movie if you want to.
And what's the Raid?
No, in
What, the film I just saw?
yeah.
Yeah, go for it. I'll probably know it. Like,
So someone killed her dad, right?
yeah, that's the guy that trained her to begin with.
Yeah, and then and then when she went on her honeymoon, they had that guy with the mashed up face and told her that it was her husband, and that's the same
Yeah,
guy who trained her. So then she went into that huge apartment building to go fuck everybody up in the beginning, because those were the gang that were associated with her so-called husband's death,
yeah, and
but
it
they
seemed like the whole
weren't.
plot was to go and get these hard drives or something to take down a steeper cell. I don't know, it's just
Nah.
why train up one girl and send her in? Like the whole premise, like the whole reason why she goes into that building, and the fact that they kill someone, fake it out, and then send her in. It's just like,
I will restore Ashina to
like
glory.
if she was
No one
trained.
sent her into that house in the beginning though. She went there by herself. No one was involved in that. The Asians weren't involved in that. The cops rocked up outside after she banged the whole place up, and they said, hey, this girl's actually got potential after they looked at the footage of inside. So they said, right, instead of putting her in jail, we'll take her to our center, and we will use her as one of our assassins to do our work for us. So then they took her in there, gave her a new identity because of her past, and then she started doing jobs for them, and in the interlude of doing jobs for them, the past came up. That's all it was. Instead of her going to jail, they put her in that center, gave her a kid. No, they actually didn't give her a kid, she was pregnant already. And obviously, one of the targets ended up being her husband, and that's where she didn't kill him, and then it all took shit on her side because she didn't kill him.
Well, the people that trained her took her to that place. Like the guy to mash that face took her to the place where, like, he's limping, and there's a scene where he stops limping as he walks away. Uh, it's just there are the plot is just a bit daft, and they don't explain who the
Yeah.
sleeper
I
cell
will
people
restore
are.
Ashina to glory.
I
Like,
think
it's
they're
just
just like they're an assassination group. Like they hire assassins. They're like private association.
maybe it makes more sense in Korea and China because maybe they have these groups that train up people. So maybe the implication is that the second group is some government body, seeing how they have access to like CCTV and data and stuff. No, 6 out of 10. I think the best bit was the scene with the where she gets the axe and she just rides on the front of a car.
I will restore Ashina to glory.
Fuck's sake! Sorry, when this boss starts off, he does this big old charge-up attack. And you can dodge it just by getting behind him and attacking him. And I've dodged it like every fucking other time, but now I'm just getting hit by it. It takes out 3/4 of your health. It's like, there's no point trying again. But there's no point continuing in that fight where you get hit by the very first attack. This is like playing UFC and some guy just takes you down to 20% of your health from his first grapple. It's like, fuck off. Nah, no point.
I will restore Ashina to glory.
Yeah, do you fancy playing The Last of Us on my profile on New Game Plus?
First one, or
The second one.
I haven't played first yet. I've got it, but I haven't played.
I need to get the platinum. You basically have to redo the whole, well, not the whole story, but 50% of the story to get some of the trophies, because you have to use New Game Plus with all your weapons and then further upgrade them. And with PS5 around the corner, I'm not gonna have time to do it.
I don't get why it's released early in America. Like, I just don't get that.
It released earlier in Korea, Japan, Mexico, not only America, dude. They obviously just chose specific regions to release it early. I'm sure that's been the case every year with every PlayStation release,
I
if I'm
know, but
honest, dude.
like, the world's such
You're,
a global
you're,
place now. Like,
Restore Ashina to glory.
yeah, Europe should have definitely been on there. Like, Europe supports a lot of PlayStation's fucking game people. Like, I think Xbox is more America than fucking...
yeah, Xbox is mainly an American audience.
Yeah. Doug.
Allow Ashina to be crushed.
The Last of Us is a great game though, like, the way it's been made. Is just insane.
That's what I've been trying to do.
Sekiro.
Go record that.